What up, guys? Welcome back to Homeboi Flicks.
Homeboi Flicks in the building, guys.
Yeah. What else we got in the building today?
Oh man, well, it kind of fits today's topic, so I thought we roll ourselves a nice little blunt, and we got some really good stuff. Shout out to Fresh Vibes, right? Because he does it right. With this right here, we got Sherbet Crasher with some Gorilla Glue.
Like nothing new.
Yeah, we want to get our thoughts on the cannabis culture to you guys, and really kind of just share the misjudgment factors and how some people look at it. And it's just really kind of just a, not pointing fingers at anyone, just really just free spirited, just kind of going with just what we believe in, what we think, our just viewpoints on it. And shout out to anybody out there who doesn't do anything, man. If you don't do anything, you're sober, that's cool too, man. Mad love to you, mad respect,
Whatever you guys are on, mad love to you.
Yeah,
we respect
honestly,
you either way.
Either way.
If you're on anything, cocaine, meth.
That's why we're like, this is an open discussion. This is not something we're like, there's people out there that have one direct belief, which there's nothing wrong with that. But, like me and Luke, man, we're just like, we're just keeping the piece open, and so I'm kind of talking too much, When you talk too much, you just gotta spark this baby up, All right,
yeah.
Let's start this up.
It's Saturday, it's 420, right?
That's right, man. So it's the only way to spark up. So
yeah, we just want to kind of tell you our personal experiences with marijuana a little bit. Like he said, just get some thoughts out on it. Let me get ahead of that. When did you start smoking weed, brother?
When I was like 13, and
Woo. Where were you from?
New Orleans originally, but lived out in Cali most of my life. But so I was going to middle school at the time, and I was on Ritalin because my mom, she thought I needed that to calm down.
Yeah, same here.
Even for him too. And
thanks, Mom.
Hey, thanks. Shout out to the moms. Love you, moms. But so I got introduced to it because I was kind of telling one of my homies, like, man, the stuff I was on, it was speeding me up. It just wasn't like making me focus. I felt like I was on speed. It was terrible.
Yeah.
So I immediately, like, my homie, he had an apple and he had some dank, and that was it. That was the history. And I mean, that was back then. It was kind of some bad stuff. This is like medical.
So this would have been like you were 13, so what, like late 90s, like 98, 99?
Something like that. And that's the thing, like, back then, you had to really know the right people, especially to get medical. Like, so this kind of stuff right here, this is medicinal. This is medical flower, medical cannabis flower. And this is wrapped in a hemp flower. Yeah. This is no tobacco, nothing that. This is just straight flower and cannabis itself. So I just think there's a huge difference with that. But when cannabis is consumed, there's a lot of factors that people judge right out of the gate. Like, okay, well, this person smokes cannabis daily or regularly, then they're considered a bad person or they're considered lazy, which is absolutely not true. We have, friends who are obviously in the industry who do it for a living, and there's nothing wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're out there growing for the people, growing for the patients, and they're making sure the medicine, especially this kind of medicine right here, is being taken care of the right way and being put in with the right ingredients. I think a lot of people, they just get the misunderstanding that they go, oh, well, it gets you high and you can't do anything. I don't have anything against people doing anything, right? They do what they want to do, but don't judge something. Don't get on someone else's deal because you think, well, this is bad. This is just ridiculous, If it's not hurting the person, it's not making the person like fail in life. I mean, hey, with Scott Storch, how he opened up a rehab center to help people come off of hard drugs with cannabis. Mm-hmm. What's that saying? That's a new message right there. This is like, because I remember being 13, how it was like, it was like black market, and then got into the medical, and then now what it is today. But like, what about you, Luke, when you were growing up in Chicago? Like, when it was the black market, when I was like, because we're like not far off in age, What would you say? Like, it was pretty minimal out in Moline?
Moline, where I'm from, I did not see like hardly any marijuana around. Honestly, I remember it popped up in a few places, but even back then, like yeah, I knew it was bad. Or that's what I was told, just like they tell all the kids. And so, but honestly, like I was a late bloomer when it came to marijuana. I didn't start smoking until I was 24. I didn't think I would ever smoke at all. But honestly, when I got out here to California from Illinois and thought, I just saw the culture and people were just talking about it casually. This was on the Fox lot when I was working prison break. The people there, they smoke weed, and I just thought, wow, they're just that casual about it. Just like you would go to a bar after work, and I just, so eventually I tried it, and I like the sensation I get from it. And, like you say, everybody's going to react differently to it. Like, it's just that kind of experience. Like, it depends on, just like with alcohol, if it's in you, if you have an abusive, personality or an addictive personality, you're going to abuse whatever you're using, alcohol, drugs, it doesn't matter. And so, yeah, like Jeff was saying, there doesn't need to be all this discrimination and misunderstanding in the culture. Like, they're trying to do good. Yeah, it all started with the medical marijuana, but now it's recreational, and everybody out there does, what they're going to do. But let's face it, like, nobody judges anyone who drinks. Like, it's just much more socially acceptable. And ironically, it's probably way more dangerous, It's just crazy how that works. And so, but some people, they just don't care. They just think, well, it's legal and that's all that matters, so that's why it's okay. It doesn't matter how many people it kills. But, marijuana, don't go near that,
Right.
So, yeah, I mean, I don't have much history with marijuana. I just pretty much did it most of my adult life. So, I wonder what things would have been like if I had discovered it at a younger age,
Even being sober, we do look at our material too and know that like what we do and what we write, for me, it helps open up what I
Open your mind
what
a
I
little bit.
do. Yeah, it just opens it up because I'm already creative soberly, but it just kind of pushes me to just kind of be in this other world. And I get it, like, but some people they just they say, yeah, well, you're abusing it by just doing it every day, and it's just like it's really. I look at it this way. It's like if you're eating healthy, you're working out, you're doing just good things for your body, you're accelerating in business, you're doing good in life, there's nothing wrong with what you want to do. It's just anything within moderation.
Anything
right?
in moderation.
We're talking like
there's
caffeine.
There's people who can be on cocaine in moderation.
Right.
There's people who can
Do
be on
heroin.
You can be on almost any drug or whatever you want to
true.
call it in moderation, because by definition, moderation means it's not meant to affect you that much. So. Yeah, it's just that's how crazy it is out there right now.
I was with my girl and with Luke right here. We're at a reggae concert that you guys know about, and I remember like there was this family right in front of us, and they had this like 7-year-old girl. She was like 7 years old.
3 years old. Like they were like young.
So she had like a 3-year-old, and the guy,
toddlers.
The husband, he had a fat joint, lighted up. He was cool, totally cool. His wife was monitoring the kids. Then all of a sudden, the wife wanted some, so he gave it to her, and he was taking care of kids. That's a perfect.
I teared up when I saw that.
That's a perfect example of a
wow.
responsible family just doing what they obviously love reggae music. They love cannabis, so they want to just they're not making their kids do it. They're just being part of their experience. When
I was a kid, I used to go to concerts like with my parents sometimes, and they would always be standing around having a beer while the music played. And it wasn't no different. If you want to stand around and smoke a blunt, like. The point was, they were watching me, they were watching the kids,
If you're just a sober person who just loves to read, who just loves to do their thing, there's nothing wrong with that either. It's just whatever the person feels they want to do and it makes them feel better, then that's all that matters.
Healing of the nation right there.
Sure, absolutely. For some people, absolutely healing of the nation. But, and like Luke was going back saying about the kids thing, I agree. Like recreationally, like we can't have a bunch of 6-year-olds smoking a blunt right now hanging out with us. No. But what we could have is like situations like we were at this cannabis event and there was this family who said that their daughter was diagnosed with brain cancer right when she was born. How would you guys like to feel when your daughter's diagnosed with brain cancer right out of the womb, right? And the point is that they were so desperate they didn't know what to do. They were talking to one of their friends who's a holistic doctor. He suggested, well, why don't you try, THC oil? So gave the girl right under her tongue little like drops of THC. And what was crazy is they would go see the doctor. Her brain
THC, not CBD.
Yeah, THC. Her doctor, the brain cancer would get smaller. And so as she got older, the doctor was just like, he couldn't believe it. He thought for sure she was going to go, but the cancer just kept shrinking, and then went away. All because of the THC that was going in her system. So obviously there is
a miracle
benefits to it. It's obviously a plant. It is a healing mechanism. But at the end of the day, yeah, it's something that I believe like not everybody needs to do. It's just
it's just not for some people that
But it should be accepted in the sense. It should be accepted. I love the industry, love what it stands for, represents.
Who's the coolest person you got to smoke weed with?
Man, I think.
I already know the answer. I'm just getting him to say.
He's getting me to say it. So, my dad's friend, he knows Brett Harrelson, which is Woody Harrelson's brother, and he was having a party at Brett Harrelson's house. So, make a long story short, I brought some weed with me. I went to this party with my dad's friend, and I actually got to smoke a bowl with Woody Harrelson, which that was probably the coolest time, and it was kind of cool because that was when he just finished the Hunger Games, and because I remember him talking about it, and I just fucking shared a bowl with him. He was super fucking chill, wasn't like one of those guys that didn't want to be around other people. He was super laid back. He was just like, I told him, I go, bro, I got some stuff from Carlsbad. This is bomb. Some bomb. I forget what I had too. That was the coolest person. What about you, Luke? Did you ever get to smoke with anyone cool?
I forgot what the guy. I met him down at the Weed Museum. Remember I went down there the one time. The Weed Museum. They were doing like comic and music performances. Make a long story short, I met the guy. He said he was the guy who turned the Hollywood sign into the Hollyweed sign.
Oh, that's right.
He said I forgot his name. Actually, his we'll have to put it up. We'll put it up right here. But his little pamphlet thing that he gave me. But I got to smoke weed with him. He was showing me around the Weed Museum. That was pretty cool.
That's sick. No, he's being modest. He actually got to you got to blaze with Goldberg, dude. Mighty Ducks.
Oh, wow. Yeah, no, Sean Weiss.
He's lucky.
No, Sean Weiss. Yeah. I remember I met him.
He got to fucking...
Because he knew...
he got to blaze out. Mighty Ducks.
Miss Excellent. She's a cannabis, lotion brand.
Yeah.
And she knew Sean Weiss, who's, Goldberg from Mighty Ducks. No, when I met him, he was like on his downward spiral. Like I didn't even recognize him. Guys. He was so skinny.
I think he's doing better now.
Oh, he's recovered now.
Yeah, he's recovered now. Mad love to him now.
But no, he was really skinny at the time, and he's
That's crazy. It's not going to get your kids high or anything. It's just the fact is, it's like when you're around this, if anything, it'll give you a peace, awareness. Like, okay, these guys are smoking weed. Imagine if your kids are around adults who are getting absolutely belligerent drunk. Who are you gonna trust more? You'd rather trust people more that are a little bit more relaxed and that are not gonna be causing any of a scene,
I think honestly, if you put
think about that. No disrespect to alcohol. Don't judge people that use cannabis.
Yeah.
And
shout out to all the growers, all the developers, everybody who's giving into the marijuana industry and just giving their heart and soul into it.
Life is just all about obstacles and opportunities, and at the same time those obstacles turn into more opportunities. So don't ever think that it's over and you have to take something to escape, because you don't. Your life's too valuable and you have something special no matter what anyone says. It's like as long as you just keep going and just do your thing, anything's possible. You just have to believe. You don't have to be on any drugs to do that. You could just be believing your journey. And that's how it is, man. Don't ever question yourself and put yourself in the hole.
You know, man. Oh yeah, guys.
But hey,
just keep fighting every day. You know, do what you got to do to get by. You know, do it in moderation. Do whatever you got to do.
Whatever you have to do.
But you know, we're all part of the human race. We drink, we get stoned, we eat, we do whatever we got to do.
Sober, eat dessert, whatever.
You know? But yeah, I guess the point is, you know, we just all, you know, we don't know what tomorrow's gonna bring. Exactly. We don't know where the cannabis industry is gonna be in 5 to 10 years.
Yeah,
it's gonna become more and more accepted.
Yeah,
and you know, all the stigma is gonna go. I do believe that
eventually.
You know.
Yeah.
When all the old people die out.
They die out. But no, guys, listen. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button right here. Notifications, boom, just like that.
Yeah. Check us out on Instagram.
Every
Twitter.
Saturday, 420.
420, guys.
Guys, we're gonna be like 70 years old every Saturday, 420, like this. Like,
that would be funny.
We're just gonna be old. Like you're seeing like the progressions here. It's just gonna be every week, you know.
We're gonna be doing it all in the metaverse, guys. We're gonna have like our avatars are gonna be in the metaverse, and we'll be imagine that we'll be doing a podcast as a crypto walker and an angry ape.
That's right.
Yeah.
And hey, we wanna shout out Landian right now.
Landian, guys.
Landian.
It's a little top secret last time, you know.
Guys, the public
we're in it.
We're actually investors, and we're gonna say this. There might be no dates announced yet, but there might be a public launch this summer. Okay.
Yeah.
This summer.
Right?
That's how quick, like May or June or July, one of those months. Like, you know how some people say like summer starts in May,
quarter one
so
or quarter
like
two or quarter
May,
three.
June or July. Who knows? Like we don't know. No dates are announced. Like me and Luke, we talked to the guy the other day. He was saying, sometime in the summer. So who knows what that means?
We're not financial advisors. We're not telling anyone what to do.
No,
but we're just saying what we're.
They're gonna have.
We're believing
just so you guys know, you can hit them up on the Twitter. And you guys can go to their Telegram. You guys can take your own research, your own data, make your own decision. They will have one more private sale. They've already had 2. We are part of the second one, so there's going to be a third one.
Blessing.
Right. So it's up to how you guys look at it, how you think, but there's going to be there's going to be one more private sale and then a public sale. So you guys just stay tuned.
Like, wow.
Boom, right?
Boom, baby.
We'll keep you guys updated. Win or lose, we'll keep you guys updated. We respect everybody. We respect what everyone's doing right now. We're gonna be on the blunt and
Homeboy for life, guys.
Till then,
Homeboi
Flicks.
Mad love, guys.
Ah.